This one's for followers of the Power universe. Power is one of the most beloved drama series in America, where the executive producer was, and still is, 50 Cent working alongside other people. Now, when Power first started, the writer and creator was Courtney Kemp. This Power franchise was under Lionsgate Television, with the executive producers being Kemp herself, the writer, through her company End of Episode, along with 50 Cent through his company G-Unit Film and Television, plus Mark Canton through his entertainment company, along with Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Chris Kevin Fox, and Pete Chapman. So you can see it was a large group of people, but the two who were best known out front were 50 Cent and Courtney Kemp. Now, recently there's been big news that all 6 original Power seasons will be available on Netflix starting in November. As I understand it, Power continued after those 6 original seasons, spinning off into other branches. Power Book 2, Ghost, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4, Force, which is actually my favourite, since Tommy is in that one, that's why it's my favourite. Then there's also Power Book 2, Ghost, which tells the story of Ghost's son, Tariq. His father was James St. Patrick, who was the main character in the original Power. Now, after this good news that Netflix has acquired Power and will be showing all 6 seasons, 50 Cent gave an interview with GQ where he explained how the writer, Courtney Kemp, reached a point where she became jealous and wasn't getting along with Omari Hardwick, who played the character of Ghost, James St. Patrick, on Power, to the extent that she killed him off early so he'd leave the series. She wanted to remove him very early on. At the same time, Kanan, the character 50 Cent himself played, was also going to be killed off early, but 50 Cent refused, saying no, killing off Ghost wasn't right because that character was the most beloved on the show. So he pushed back for a while, but they were fighting a lot on set. It became personal to the point where Courtney no longer liked Omari, the very character she herself had created as Ghost on Power. Now, a lot of people blame Courtney for this, and many criticize the decision to kill off Ghost early on Power, because if James St. Patrick's character had continued, there could have been up to 10 seasons by now, and people wouldn't have gotten tired of it because the Ghost character was so beloved. It was really the heart of the whole series. So once she removed him, it had to end because it couldn't continue, and that's when the spin-offs came instead. But to this day, people still blame her for why Ghost was killed off and removed from the Power universe. So 50 Cent is now saying it's as if Courtney let her ego take over and got too emotional to the point of killing off the sweetness of the series because she felt overshadowed. Since whenever Power is mentioned, it's 50 Cent who gets mentioned most and she doesn't get mentioned as much. It's as if she wanted to be the one out front first, and worse, she became jealous of the actor Omari Hardwick himself. That's why she ended up leaving the series, even though Power kept growing big despite Courtney Kemp's departure. Because for those of us following these spin-offs, they're still very much loved. Tommy's character continues to be very popular in Power Book 4, Force, and Tariq in Power Book 2 is equally loved, as is the one about Raising Kanan, which tells the story of Kanan's character, played in the original by 50 Cent and his younger years and street life. And for those who watch Season 3, for those who watch Power Book 4, Force Season 3, we saw Tariq help Tommy in the final battle against Jannard and his crew and things like that. So you can see there's still that power magic, and heading to Netflix means the future of Power is even bigger, because originally it was on Starz. Starz is still continuing to show it, no doubt, as the spin-offs keep coming, including the upcoming Power Origins. But Starz is a platform mostly available in America, whereas putting Power on Netflix means the reach becomes much, much bigger. You know, this is a big deal for them, given that not everyone downloads these series via torrents. Reek over here, you might not say ikas aba ishwe, because if I want all 6 seasons of the original Power, I'll go to torrent sites and get them. But people over there don't do that. They watch these series on platforms they pay for. That's correct, that's fine, that's totally normal, it's not an issue. Because even here we watch these series on Netflix, Apple TV, Prime, and it's not really a big deal. But typical Tanzanians prefer to download these. So some might say even if Netflix brings it here, it's no big deal, because I already have it on my hard drive. But it's a massive win for 50 Cent and the creators of Power that it's going to Netflix, because that also increases his earnings. He'll get paid more, and I believe the numbers will break records once Power starts airing on Netflix this coming November. Now, my take is that Courtney Kemp is a very good writer, because after leaving Power, she landed a huge deal at Netflix, where she made another crime series called called Nemesis, and I've watched it, it's very good. But some people say maybe Courtney started Nemesis wanting to compete with Power, which isn't possible. You can't beat Power. Power beat Empire, Luscious's show. Back then it was competing directly, and it was expected Power would outdo Empire. So there's no way anyone, even someone from within the same universe, even 50 Cent himself, can beat Power. He came out with BMF, sure, it did well, but you can't beat Power, because it had already captured people's hearts, largely because of Omari Hardwick's character as Ghost, that built a foundation that people still honor to this day. Some say Power is the greatest series ever made, though that's a debate we could argue about endlessly. I know that by record, the greatest TV show ever created is often said to be Prison Break, but others say Power belongs in that same tier. That discussion is open, but honestly, my view is that even though Courtney may be a great writer, Power's success can't be separated from 50 Cent's influence. His marketing style, how he promoted it on his own page, was on another level. So you can't credit Power's success, even its fame worldwide and those record numbers Stars was pulling, without crediting 50 Cent's influence. You can't take Power's success and leave out 50 Cent's name as executive producer. You can't cut him out of the picture, and that's why it kept doing well even after Courtney Kemp left to go do her own thing elsewhere. But it's a good thing because Power built massive fame, not just for 50 Cent, but Courtney too is now getting a lot of opportunities, many deals across different platforms. Nemesis is now going into its second season after the first one did so well, setting a huge record for numbers on Netflix. So she too has succeeded significantly and will no doubt create other big TV shows. But 50 Cent built his empire through G-Unit. He's come out with many series. Right now he has a fight event showing over in the UK, so you can see the Power universe has built careers for so many people. Tariq, Tommy, and he himself has become very famous because of how huge Power became. Tell me, what's your take on this? Do you feel that if Ghost had continued to be part of Power, it would have been even more popular than it is now? Or how do you think it would have gone?